Happy Sabbath. Today's mission report's title is Goodbye to the Past. So from this we can learn how even we have to get rid of our pasts and give our lives to God. So this story is about a person called Vlad, and he's from Uzbekistan. So his life was always money centered. Like he always used to think money, and he always used to think how to make more money. So he made good money when the Soviet Union collapsed in the early 90s. So during the day he ran a small factory that churned out butter, but at the night he ran an illegal poker business. So Vlad lived a very high life with his wife as well. But one day what happened was Vlad was caught because of the illegal activities which he was doing, and he was put in prison. So at that time what happened was even his wife left him because of this. So he thought that everything seemed to be falling apart in his life. And in prison what Vlad thought was, till then he didn't think about God. So this was the first time where he thought about God, and he prayed like this: if you help me, I'll believe in you. If you don't help me, I won't believe in you. So he prayed like this, and after 1 month and 18 days, what happened was he was freed from the released from the prison, and he was a free man under general presidential amnesty. Like that case was that case order was cancelled, and now he was a free man. But Vlad, what did he do? He forgot the prayer which he prayed when he was in the prison, and he got remarried to another woman, and he worked in South Korea for a while, and then he returned to Uzbekistan. And after that what happened was his thoughts gradually started returning to God, looking at his second wife, who regularly attended evangelistic meetings at a Seventh-day Adventist church, and she also invited him to go with her. And as soon as he started attending the meetings with her, and after those meetings ended also, they kept on going to the church. And one at one point of time, Vlad's life stopped revolving around the money, and his life started revolving around the love for God. And 3 years passed from then, and Vlad gave his heart to Jesus and was baptized. Then he began to work as a global mission pioneer, a missionary who shares the gospel to his own people. So he started sharing the gospel with his own Uzbeks, and once he had a very large income in his life. So that income fell into a few $100s in few months. So after that, what happened was he didn't think about his money, and one fine day what happens is his ex-wife comes, and because they are divorced, she asks for all his possessions which he has to give it to her. So he had 3 apartments which they owned together, and what his ex-wife does is she calls a notary for this to undergo all the procedure for that. And the notary comes, and she will ask whether do you co-own these 3 apartments, and he said yes. And she asked, do you understand that they are worth $700,000? And he also said yes for that. And she also asks like this, telling that you are giving all of them to your former wife, and he also said yes for that. And she asked all the things like for how long you have been divorced. He said 12 years. And she asked, where do you live now? So he said he lives with a second wife along with her mother. And then the notary was very surprised looking at this, because of his willingness of giving everything which he had to his former wife. And then what happens was, when they had finished all the procedure, the notary shook her head, and she took the sign of Lad, telling that he was in his senses when he agreed to all this. And then what happened is even his former wife starts asking like, even like his former wife also starts getting surprised because he gave everything which he had, and she thinks that he was crazy at that time. But Vlad didn't mind her sharp words. He left the notary's office with a spring in his step. So he didn't think about his money like he thought about it in the past, and he had a joy in his heart, although he had lost everything which he had. So this joy was because he thought that the things which he had in the past, which he gave to his wife, were not a part, like they were not a part of his life, because he didn't ask God for those. He illegally earned it. So Vlad was very joyful for this because he lost those things which were very illegal and which were not good in the sight of the Lord. And Vlad said in an interview that his love for money is a thing of the past. Today he loves God and loves sharing him with others. So he also said that God provides for all of my needs. And from now on, he has not had those thoughts on the money. And he also thanks us for a part of this 13 Sabbath offering, because it is helping them to open the first Seventh-day Adventist elementary school in Tashkent, Uzbekistan. Thank you.